Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you're doing well. I am too. I'm just waking up, getting my day started. Woke up a couple hours ago, took my medicine, waited for it to kind of help me and me to not feel so groggy. Now I got to make breakfast in a little bit. I'll make a nice, healthy breakfast and move on with my day. But I just want to get it started. I have like a decent amount of energy for the morning. I'm not a morning person typically, so let's get into this thing. This is very different for me. These are not things that I talk about on my YouTube channel at all about. But hey, I feel like all of us are multidimensional creatures and we should not just stick to one niche and that's it. I think it's fine to be able to express different opinions and different things that interest you. You don't have to limit yourself to one, two, or three things and be like, okay, this is what I am. I understand the concept of building a niche on YouTube in order to attract an audience specified to your doings, but we're more than that. We're very complex creatures, okay? So it's fine to branch off. Now, I came across a couple YouTubers a few weeks ago, political streamers, people who talk about politics, debates, where they stand on certain subjects, and many of them have gone from one side to the other or vice versa over time because of their own personal encounters, mishaps that have maybe happened to them that give them the send-off red flags like, oh, hey, I was siding with this, and I do agree with X, Y, and Z, but there's also other factors that come into play, and it's a big turnoff, so I'm not rocking with this side anymore, okay? So, but the thing is, when it comes to politics, dude, I thought when I was younger, when I turned 18, I registered as independent. And I thought, oh man, maybe that's a lack of character for me. Maybe I don't understand it enough to choose one side or the other. And maybe me not choosing a side is a sign of weakness. Dead wrong, okay? I was 18. I'm 31 now, and I stand by my decision. Make your own informed decisions in life. It's perfectly fine to agree with some things that one side says and some things that another side says. It's just as equally viable for you to disagree with things from both sides, okay? That's what it is. That's just the truth, okay? There's not going to be one side that's perfect and another side that's horrible. Although people who are on the far left or far right try to sell this narrative to people. You know what I mean? Let's get you on our side. Let's throw you hook, line, and sinker, and let's fucking reel you in, and now you're gonna be our bitch doing our fucking, doing our bidding for us. You know what I mean? But that's where it gets twisted, dude. I say make your own informed decisions based on research, mixed with personal experience, mixed with, hey, does somebody from one side or the other, do you think that they have a personal agenda behind all the things they're saying? You know what I mean? It's fine to ask questions. In fact, I encourage that we all ask questions. Don't just say, oh, I'm reading something online. Oh, it says this, so I guess that's what it is. End of story. You know what I mean? Because if we do that with everything, then whatever our minds are processing is exactly what they want us to believe, is exactly how they want us to go into this direction. If we're that easily moved from one side to the next, we're essentially puppets. You know what I mean? They're just pulling the strings, and we're just kind of going along with the whole thing. I don't know about you, but I'm not a puppet, and I'm sure none of you are, okay? We're all humans. We're not puppets. That's an objective fact. So don't let them treat you like one, okay? And when I was younger, I was kind of just learning about, the left versus the right, and I was like, oh, well, just in the name itself, like, liberals, like, it seems like they're for freedom, they're for change, they're for liberty and equality and inclusivity, and all those things, right? So I was like, hey, maybe I kind of rock with them, because the the broad definition in the beginning that I was given was like, that's what the liberals are about, and then conservatives kind of like the way things have always been. So on a very basic initial view of what the two sides were, I was like, liberals think change will be beneficial for our nation, and conservatives think we should keep everything the same, and that's why the world's still turning, because whatever we've been doing before worked. Now, unfortunately, it's not that simple, okay, at all. There's ideologies on opposite sides that would contradict that. You know what I mean? It's just that's what it is. So when you get past that surface level, when you really start to kind of dive a little bit deeper into things and into your mind, and you actually go down the rabbit hole of these events that unfold in our nation and in other nations and stuff like that, you begin to use that knowledge, that information of what's happening, and you come to your own unbiased finalized opinion, and can our opinions change when having conversation with maybe somebody who might look different, not look different, who might view things different than us? Okay, so this is what it is. A lot of people put up a wall. So debate's pointless at that point. If you put up a wall like, this is where I view things, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to try to change his mind, but there's no way in hell he's going to change mine, and both people think that, you're going nowhere. You're wasting time, But if you can at least be open-minded enough to understand somebody's ideals and then try to apply that into your life and your view and say, oh, well, you know what, he made a good point, and I think there's been instances in my life in which I've gone through similar things. So there's that understanding, and then there's that relatability, okay? Now, this is how we grow as humans. Be a little bit open-minded, you know what I mean? And when it comes to debate, be open-minded to being able to listen to or playing devil's advocate to what you traditionally believe. This is how we grow mentally. And growing mentally is everything, you know what I mean? As humans, we evolve over time and we become wiser. And it's because our personal experience, it's because what we see at face value, and it's because if we dive a little deeper, we might find that things aren't always what they appear to be. Okay? So that's it. Like that's what it comes down to. So when I was young and I thought that it was stupid that I registered as independent, and I thought that it was a direct link of me being indecisive, it wasn't. It was me being pretty smart and open-minded and saying, hey, both sides make good points. I'm not going to be one of your puppets. And this is probably what they really don't like to hear. You think that all the elitists and all the people in power are going to be like, the people on the left are going to be like, hey, we have to silence these people on the right. That's kind of how it is, but they want the both sides. They want us all on one side or the other arguing and bickering. This is so that we are so distracted with going to war, not literal war, but you know what I mean, like verbal warfare with each other. We're so distracted coming at each other sideways and stuff like that and butting heads that they can do whatever the hell they want, and we're blind. We can't see it because we're so angry. We're using other senses. We're using our mouth, and we're not really using our ears, and we're certainly not using our eyes because we don't see other people's point of view and we don't want to hear it, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? So this is just what it is, and this is what I've come to terms with and began to realize over time. I just want to give a quick shout out. I know there's not a lot of people who watch my channel, but maybe the few people who watch my channel, maybe they haven't heard of these people. These people are inspiring. It's just these are people who got me thinking about this again, and who really got me into the ideology of where we stand in regard to politics or our worldviews or our current outlooks given our situations that we've been through. You know what I mean? So I came across this channel a few weeks ago, Sneeko, dude. Some people, everybody's got strong opinions on them. They're either like, yeah, I'm behind this guy and blah, blah, like I am. Like, honestly, Andrew and Tristan Tate and then Sneeko, they got me on my red pill shit. I was already working on self-improvement for years, but that stemmed directly from my past addictions and losing myself in an opioid crisis and trying to come back every time. Get a little bit of recovery, fall off, get a little more clean time, fall off, then finding out what was it that made me fall off and fix it, or what were the things that worked and helped me to get that much clean time. I'm going to continue to implement those. So it was trial and error, almost like anything in life, you know what I mean? But that's where a lot of that stemmed from. That's where my self-improvement stemmed from, was becoming a better version of myself. But now hearing the red pill, the whole analogy and everything like that, I do think that a lot of people who are in the government have a hidden agenda, of course, but I don't think all of them do. I think some people enter those positions and they're doing their best job. You can't just lump everybody into this one category because a couple of bad apples, you know what I mean? So it's just like anything in life. So I'm not going to rock all the way for the red pill, and I'm definitely not going to be the narrow-minded and blue pill either. I'm trying not to take pills. Do you get it? I'm in recovery. So I know it's just an analogy, but I'm saying, dude, it's fine to not take sides. That's perfectly fine, because through doing that, you're walking your own path. You're not saying, oh, I disagree with this side so much that I'm going to rock with the opposite just to spite them. And you're not saying, I agree with a couple of things that this side's saying, but probably not all of them, but I'm going to rock with them anyways and act like, and I'm going to be their mascot. You know what I mean? Do your own thing. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions mixed with personal experience and life, you know what I mean? Then maybe conversate with other people who may have had a different point of view because they had a different upbringing. Try to learn from each other. If you can be open-minded enough to really listen to what other people are saying, that's how you can grow. We grow enough from our own personal experiences and stuff, but if you want to take it to that next level, this is what I recommend, okay? And so hearing people like Sneeko and Destiny talk and things like that, very intelligent, both of them. Great head on their shoulders, Sure, their stances might be a little different, but it's just very interesting, and it got me thinking again. Even just watching their streams and other people like them really got my mind a little more activated. I feel like my mind's been on a bit of a hiatus since my 20s. I was doing drugs, and I was just a hot mess, and I didn't care about training. Then I got into working out my muscles. But what about this muscle? This is the most important muscle. And no, I'm not pointing to my damn temple. I'm pointing to my brain, our brains, okay? That is the muscle that we should be exercising every day. It's fine to do this too, but you're going to want to improve yourself physically and mentally if you want to achieve the mind, body, and soul lineup, if you want all your chakras to be in order or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So always try to grow, always try to better yourself, but feel free to question things. Feel free to come to your own conclusions, but please be open-minded enough to listen to other people and maybe see the point in what they're doing. Because if you just put this shield up where, oh, nobody's changing my mind ever, that's actually limiting your potential growth. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I could go on about this all day, but I have to go and eat some food and then go to the gym, work out, come back, take a hot shower, relax, whatever else. Okay, I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you, I genuinely do. Keep your heads up. Y'all got to have some good heads on your shoulders. And just work on improving yourself and the life around you. Also, if you also have any extra energy, please try to help others. It's just a good gesture, and it will come back. Karma is always full circle. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.